But as you know, futures trading's risky, and only risk capital should be used. We're short at 39.50, 39.50, and we're watching to see if they can dip this thing down lower for us. But they're real spiky today. They're real, the bullish tone that I was talking about in relation to the earnings season, all that is starting to kick in. They got the market really goosed up here, which is fine. That ties in with our bullish scenario, but we are trading right now against this high goosed up move. I said 35 breaking, then 32. They got them down to 32 half, and that's where they kind of now they're trying to rebounce them. So we're watching for another move down under this orange line here, 35. That's the fair value line, then breaking down under 32 for a move down to, let me just mark this here, 24 is our target goal, and we're short at 39.50 here. So we're kind of watching from here down to here. That's the goal. Back to 35.
Order pending.
Good sign so far. Good sign. Let's see if we can get those sellers coming in here and break this thing down a little stronger here. Crack that 35 and get rid of 32 on the downside. Should kick up the selling pressure a little bit. But the bulls are there, and we're one of them on the short term, medium term basis, weeks and months ahead. And that's starting to kind of kick in now. But on a scalping basis, which is a whole other world, a micro scalping basis, I'm looking for a stronger pullback just down to this yellow line here. This is our target goal. In fact, let me mark this green just so it becomes a little more clear that that's the green, means the goal where we want to hit them down here. So we're just trying to see if we can get this market to break down under 35, stop spiking up, hopefully not spike in our face and force us out of the trade. Technically, I mentioned this earlier that we probably shouldn't even be trading today, but I'm taking some chances here on the trading, even though in hindsight I may regret it and wish that I just stayed out, because the bulls are definitely coming in here goosing the market around, and it may cause a problem for the trade. But overall, this pattern suggests that they're going to move back lower and go down and break under 30. But unfortunately, games are being played, and they're still kind of pushing the upside here. Really, to me, it appears to be very exhausted, but it's not stopping the bulls so far. But if you're not short already, this is a good spot to get a better price than we got, that's for sure. So, mental stop is around 50. I'm not going to get out there necessarily, but that's where we got to hold them to. It's very volatile, so we have to use wider stops. I hate to do it almost, but that's until we get a change in things, that's what we're going to have to do. Let's see if we can drop them back. Hopefully not spike them up any further, but drop them back under 37 again and start working them back on the downside. All I can tell you is it's very exhausted on the upside, but that, if you get riggers and people with an agenda to ramp the market up, that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to let it go. But in most cases here, we should be able to get a pullback going. So again, watching for a drop down under 35. There we go. Back to 35. Good sign so far. Back under 35. If you got short, that second level I recommended up there was 43 for those who trade multiples and or were waiting on the trade. You're up 10 points right now, approximately, if you did. So now watching for that 32
Order
to crack
pending.
and for 32 to crack, Get them in the 29s, 29.75, 29.50, whatever. There we go. Good sign so far. Get them in the 29s and then take 29. There we go. And get that 30 to crack rock solid on the downside. Get in the 29s. Still waiting for that. Here it comes. Come on. Knock them down a little lower for me. Just a little bit. Get them in the 29s. That's what we want to see. In the 29s should start putting some pressure on this thing, and we're going to look for a move down to 24, which if you got in on that second level up there at 43, that represented close to a 20-point gain. Let's see if we can get the 29s. There we go, 29s. Now we're breaking. Now let's see if we can get a little more pressure on this market. Looking for 24 here, breaking them down under 29, a little more pressure. Let's see if we can crack in the 28s and, like I said, push the pedal to the metal on the downside a little bit here. Crack them down. I think they're going to go substantially lower on the pullback, but for right now, because all this bullish stuff, we got to be a little bit careful here. Let's see if we can get them back under 29 and crack them down under 28, and then watch for that hard dive. If we move under 28, okay, if we get on that 66.28 and they start jamming the market lower, where we make a hard, fast 2-point drop down to 26 or lower, I will probably exit the trade, because the bulls are waiting in the wings, and we got to be a little bit careful. It's a tricky market here today. I'm still expecting 24. There's no problem with that, but I'm just saying if they drop them down under 28, maybe we're going to get that any time, and then there's a hard, fast spike down to 26 or lower, I might clip the trade. So be ready for that. Dropping 28 and then a hard spike like a selling pylon. Stay ready to see that. If we get that and they drop down to 26 or lower, I'm going to look to exit the trade. You can move a limit if you want. Here we go. Hard, fast pylon under 26.
Or
Boom,
target
right there,
filled.
out at the market, right there. You see that? Did exactly what I said, and that's where we got out at 26 there. I even had a chance to state if you want to move the limit there, but the idea is on that hard, fast spike, they just did what I said. They took them right to 24.75, 25 on a hard, fast spike under 26. And now you're going to see why. Most likely. Watch where that spike goes. Now already you can see that spike down to 26. Don't be surprised if they goose them back to 31, 32, and you'll be glad we got out. Waiting for, what happens when I'm trading, I see things in the market that tell me to give you those instructions. See, now look at how they're swinging back here. So that's why the instruction. I think they'll still go to 24, maybe even lower, but you see, rather than sitting around waiting, that instruction got us out. So original short 39.50, second level I gave you was 43 if you didn't get it at 39.50, and out at 26. So that was plus 13.50 on the original position, and then 43 minus 26 plus 17 if you waited and got short on that second level higher up there. A little better gain on that one. So great job, you guys. Congratulations.